Well, how's everyone doing? I think I'm a little overdue for a video, I guess, but I don't have anything too interesting to show you. Just give you a little update on this guy. Let me say thank you to all the people that watched the video I put up between this bike and the 1985 Nighthawk 650. I mainly made that just because I was bored, and I like having a video record of the vehicles I have, so when I get old and senile I can remember. Or, you know, I try and take pictures of them, but sometimes the video is nicer. But I guess this can also be a 10-month review of this little Torp. That's a little mean, but yeah, I'll tell you the rundown on it. Not that anybody's too interested, but that 85 Nighthawk, he's sold it, I think September of 2020. And I had a BMW 128 as well that I made a little exhaust video of, and I sold that. I just wasn't driving it, and I decided it really wasn't what I wanted out of a car. And now I've got this, and it's fine, but I'd really like to get something newer, better gas mileage, less broken American Chrysler. Yep. But anyway, to give you an update on this, I did drop it in the driveway here. You can see it's a little slanted, and I was just being stupid. I wasn't on the right side of it. I was on the uphill side of it and just wasn't paying attention, lost grip and let go of it. But I figured, hey, it's only 300 pounds, not a big deal. But it bent the brake lever, and it was still usable, but it really bothered me. So I got a pair of these here eBay levers, MZS. They were cheap, that's why I got them. I also want to try adjustable levers because I never had them, and some people complain about them. I really don't find there's much difference at all. I slightly prefer the adjustable ones, but I really don't think I care. And then with these bar end mirrors here, the reason I got them was I just felt the factory mirrors were like bunny ears and just really took away, because they just came up a lot. I felt they really took away from the look of the bike. And I feel like this bike, for what it is, looks pretty decent, for the exception of that rear tail fender. Kind of hard to call that a fender, but at any rate. So those are the two things I've done. The mirrors are fine. I have the factory ones, and you know, I'll give them to the person whenever I sell this thing. But my complaint I've had recently is this LED headlight. Probably, I don't think it's gonna flicker right now, but it was flickering for me for quite a while, and obviously you really only notice it at night. But you know, really not a big deal. I wasn't concerned about it, but I do go out for rides at night occasionally. And one of the nights, I think I went over a bridge, and you know, a little bump, nothing out of the ordinary, and it pretty much shut off for like 10 seconds, and then it came back on. So I've been pretty disappointed with that. I'm not sure if that's a Honda build quality thing. And disclaimer, it was doing that before I dropped it in the driveway. It's just been pretty constant. So I took it to the dealer because this thing has a 1-year warranty, as all Honda Power Sports products do. And oh boy, it was there 3 weeks. I got it back yesterday, 3 weeks, and they told me, oh, it was an electrical connection. I found that hard to believe, because I used to work at a Honda car dealer, and I had a customer's car. I think it was an Accord hybrid. It's a couple years old, and it had LEDs, and it burnt out, and the advisor put replace bulb, and I was like, nah, chief, you gotta replace the assembly. And it was $1,700 just for the part. I think it was like $2,200 with labor, $2,200. And I imagine this wouldn't be that much, but you know, I didn't want to deal with it. It's a brand new bike, it shouldn't have problems. But on the ride home yesterday, sure enough, it's still doing it. I revved it up in the dealership parking lot, seemed to be fine, wasn't doing it. And now it's doing it again. So if anybody else has one of these bikes and it's having the same problem, I'm interested to know if it's Honda build quality. This is the first generation of Honda bikes to have a LED, but not what I was hoping for. And the headlight on this is the whole reason I got it. I thought it looked like a really sharp beginner bike, but oh well. So otherwise it's been fine, but that's just kind of a complaint I have. I'm a little annoyed that it hasn't been fixed. I'm at 2112. I don't know what the mileage was when I made that other video, but 10 months, 2,100 miles. I think that's pretty good, you know, all things considered, and considering I live in fortunately I live in Tennessee, a little bit of a rural area, so 300's kind of stretching it, you know. We kind of need something bigger, which is really what I'd like. I do regret selling the Nighthawk 650, but I felt like it wasn't stupid, and I'm not going to say it was, because this bike has been very forgiving as far as when I miscalculate things, but it's just time for it to go. I feel really cramped on it at this point. It feels extremely slow to me. I still think it looks okay, but I'm just really ready for something bigger. But I've been looking, I haven't found anything that I like. But on that note, I do have use of this lovely little GoPro Hero 9. I do not have an audio setup at the moment, but I'll take you guys for a little ride. I'm not sure that YouTube really needs another moto vlogger, so I'm not necessarily trying to do that, but what I was thinking is maybe I could give people sort of a street view of certain areas. Like right now I could do Nashville or Franklin, Tennessee, but that's my idea, because I feel like from COVID, people have been trying to travel, so to speak, on like Google Earth, like trying to get an idea of what cities are like, and I feel like a street view from something open like a motorcycle would be pretty good. Like give people a tour of all the cool murals, or whatever you want. Like, I don't know, there's stuff, the things that people like, you know, the attractions. I haven't got an audio setup yet, just the little bracket with the camera. I'm gonna try, see if I make a couple videos with this and see how it goes. And I know the options are either get a media mod from GoPro or get like an adapter block and just have it hanging off the side, which is not very cool. But the only options are from GoPro, so I guess that's kind of what I'm stuck to. But yeah, so let me get you guys out on this, get you a little ride, and see what it's looking like. Let me just... There, wasn't that pretty slick? Hopefully it'll look it. And so, yeah. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys will be able to hear me. Somebody's flexing their diesel. What a cool individual. Let's get this beast started. Oh yeah, it's a lawnmower for sure. You know, night cream jacket, man, motorcycle jackets are expensive. I don't know why. Let this thing warm up here. I don't know why they're so expensive. I don't really understand it. And these gloves were not very cheap either, but oh well. This bike has been okay, all in all. The headlight thing bothers me a bit, but I can't complain too much. I'm definitely like just feeling that I need to get something bigger, because it's small, you know. And part of the logic when I first got this thing was, you know what, on paper it can do everything I need it to do. It's got good gas mileage, which, you know, who really cares, but whatever, it's a plus. And it probably will keep me from getting in trouble because it's not super fast. And I didn't realize that while those things are true, it kind of makes it difficult just to ride it around and you know, do normal things. And this thing will do 55 with no sweat, but it's just kind of feels like you're straining it. And I mean, I'm not that heavy of a person, but I definitely feel cramped on this thing. So sorry if you won't be able to hear me very good. I'll try not to do any commentary. so that it's not too terrible. Oh, stop, make sure my shoelaces are tight. I've actually gotten my my shoelaces. Oh, come on now, get in there. Don't bug me now. I've gotten my shoelaces stuck on the, not the gear shifter, but the brake lever before, and that was kind of silly, but I hope this image is looking alright. I think I had my phone on 30 frames per second. Not 4K. This should be 4K 30 frames a second. So I hope it looks okay for you guys. It's a pretty nice day out. Surprisingly cool. Let's ring this thing's neck. Good as we can anyway. That Impala. Oh fuck yeah, that's pretty cool. I know that people are gonna say that house is bad for the old cars. Oh, look at that old truck. Oh man, folks around, I hope you guys can see that. Oh man, some folks around here do have some more interesting vehicles. Yeah, this thing's definitely not too fast. Definitely a bit of a slouch, but hey, you know what? Finding neutral is pretty easy. Can't complain about that. I don't think it could be easier on any other bike, or any easier, I should say. I don't like the single cylinder though. I guess that'll be it for now. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on this, and I'd really like to try out my, touring a city or a town, and sort of giving you guys a first-person perspective on that. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I'm sure I need to get an actual audio setup before I do that, because I can imagine right now it's pretty atrocious trying to listen to me through a helmet, but whatever. I'll make do. I'll get something. But if you have any more, I'm stepping in mud, great. If you have any suggestions or, you know, ideas, things to do, let me know. I really appreciate people watching the the other video, and that's cool to me that people actually want to watch that. I appreciate that, and I think I responded to the comments. So hey, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it. Maybe I'll see you later.